Hello, 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 everybody. How are we doing today? What is poppin'? What's going on? Be a Boss, Draconis, Bearded, So Rogue, Tactical, Leonardo, Phil, Humble, Kenzie, Kaz, Miss Wick, Roach. Trying to fly down the list. What's going on, everybody? Chris, good to see you. Affinity, how's it going? We will take a look at the shop in just a moment. I'd be happy to show you what's in there. PTS stream tomorrow. Let's go. I know, yeah. We're getting some news. I'm quite excited. How we doing, everybody? Yuri, Lucas, good to see you both. Leo Mella, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you very much for the kind message. I'm very sorry to hear about your loss, but I'm so glad that you've been able to find some joy in the community here. Thank you for being here. Postman, what's up, man? Gwen, good to see you. Wear your green, peoples. Are you going to go around enforcing that? Because currently I'm not in the game. Just Leo, gotcha. How are we doing, folks? Primate coming in with the 45 months on YouTube. Happy St. Patrick's Day, agents. Oh, I was standing still for too long. It logged me out. That's all right. We'll go back in. Primate, as always, man, thank you so much for being around for so long, being as awesome as you are. Hope you're doing well. Chris with the 23. Seems like way longer in a good way. I've been stuck here for a lifetime. Thank you for nearly 2 years of being a member, dude. And continuing to support everything that I do. I appreciate you. Over on Twitch, we got Draconis with the 5-stream streak, Miss Wick, and Lucas as well. All three of you with that. Thank you guys so much. Draconis said, can't wait for Season 8 to drop. Year 8, Season 1. Sorry. I don't mean to be a stickler about it. It's just so funny how... like the variety of different names people will give things. And don't get me wrong, it's very hard to keep track. I'm not calling you out singly. But yes, I'm very excited as well. I think it's going to be a good year. No news about the PTS. Death Mascot coming tomorrow. They announced just a few, well, like 30 minutes ago that we have a PTS dev stream tomorrow morning. So we will be checking that out. I'll have a recap video up and we'll be diving into the PTS presumably on Thursday or Friday. It is almost time. Trey with the 18 months. Said AO 18 months now. Thank you, sir. Also, that clip you sent me was pretty hilarious, man. No, Draconis, I'm being a dick. It's not you at all. It just reminds me back to like when Heartland was a thing and everyone called it like Heartlands or Homeland.
Agent is joining your team.
Year 8, Season 8. Believe me, I understand it's a pain to try and keep track of the naming conventions for all these things. Hopefully we get PvP changes right out of the gate. That would be awesome. I agree. That would be awesome. True. Thank you, Steven. The Big Owl is a shade of green. I'm safe.
Team.
It's a very light green, not light green, but a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Pale shade, maybe? I don't know. But yes, I do have green.
A new agent is joining your team.
What is popping off on Twitch right now, people? BMCN coming in with the resub for tier 1. Thank you. Dark with the prime. Yuri gifting out 5 subs. We already have a hype train going. Olive green, yeah. I was just trying to say it's not very, like, vibrant. You know, it's pretty dull. That's what I was going for. Thank you all so much. BMCN, Dark, Yuri, thank you guys. Specifically, if anyone just got gifted a sub by Yuri, please jump in and give a thank you in the chat. On Twitch, by the way, I went in last night and made it so that Twitch members now have, or Twitch subscribers, I'm never going to remember the terminology right, now also get access to our special member channel in the Discord server. So if you want to join into the Rogel Discord, type in !Discord for the link. And if you have your Twitch and Discord accounts linked, you will get specific access, just like the folks on YouTube. I didn't know I could do that, but now we have it set up. So good stuff there. Demarsh, good to see you, man. But Yuri, thank you very much for that. Dark BMC, and again, thank you guys. Somebody was asking about the shop for the recruiter. I don't believe we have the recruiter back, unfortunately. We still have the LMB bundle from last week, but then today they launched the Clover bundle, which looks to be a St. Patrick's Day themed outfit here. Not quite my wheelhouse, but if you want it, it is there for you to get it. Maya, how's it going? Coming back after 2 years. Did I miss some fun guns or armor? Nice to be back at your channel. Welcome back, Maya. In the last 2 years, I mean, yeah, there's, you know, every season they always release so much stuff. In the last 2 years, what sticks out to me? We got the Lexington, which has become a pretty steadfast staple in people's loadouts. That's a named item. We got Tipping Scales that I'm running here. It's a really powerful LMG gear set that kind of contests with Striker. The Equalizer came out recently. Perfect Obliterate. Honestly, so much stuff has dropped. But we got plenty of videos on the channel to try and catch you up, Maya. Hope you enjoy your time back. Stuart, how's it going? Aikido, good morning, man. Dark, which thing are you referring to that we talked about? Boss Man coming in with the one gifted on YouTube. Thank you so much. Going to Last Man if you're there in the chat. I don't think I've seen it yet. If you're there, please drop a thank you for the generosity. Boss Man, I appreciate it very much. Lucas, it should be working. If I saw that one, I think all the YouTube stuff sorted itself out. And the best part is, I didn't have to do a single thing. I just logged back in the next time, and it had solved it. So, I don't know what was causing that, but I think it is all good. I blame Akita's Deltas. Me too, honestly. Boxer got my EB in Dark Zone East yesterday. Congrats. That's fantastic. Also, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. That is quite the accomplishment. Was it? It wasn't targeted ARs yesterday, was it? Was that just a random drop? That is ultra rare. So congrats. Thank you very much again for the Prime and supporting. Can you show what the target loot is? Sure. I don't mind doing that. There you go. Middle chick, how you doing? Yuri, you gotta head out? Well, no worries. Thank you, as always, for jumping in and supporting and being generous in the ways that you do. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I am not sure if I'll be live on Thursday because we have PTS coming, but regardless of when I see you next, take care, and thank you again, as always. Not at the moment, Jolly, I'm afraid, but I know it is a popular request. I've been asked many, many times. This is the Division 2. It's quite fun indeed. Yes, Hardscope, we're going to jump into the global event because I'm grinding for the Cage Mask. It was one of my favorites in the Division 1, so I'm excited to get it back. Miss Wick with the 50 bits, thank you very much, and we ended our hype train at level 3. Let's see, 15 minutes into the stream before I've even left the area here. Thank you guys, as always, for being so kind. So, yes, the main goal for today is we're going to level up through Ambush once again to try and get the Cage Mask, which I'm very excited for. We also have Redline Overdrive active, so we're going to be even more OP than we already are. Because we get 25% raised crit chance cap, plus 25% crit chance, 50 crit damage, max size reload speed. So all of that plays directly into the Big Al, which is what I'm going to run anyway, my same tipping scales build. Postman, won't let me preview it, but we can just see the picture of it there. Oh, thank you, Falcon. Do you follow Sax to know that that's coming? Yeah, we recorded that on Sunday. I'm excited for it too. It was really fun. Steven, correct. They're swapping the masks out every week. I shouted that out in my video yesterday because I know a lot of people did not really realize that. But you can see the first time Ambush was here, it was Trench. Then Assault had Piggy. Now we're at Cage, Cage. There. And then the final one, when Assault comes back again, is going to be Jungle. So they're swapping it out every week. Just KO7. I'm probably saying that incredibly wrong. But first time being here, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's activate this. Yeah, I know, Steven. I feel you. They've yet to really comment on, like, I assume we're going to be able to get them again somehow in the future.
A new agent is joining
but I
your
don't
team.
know if it's just going to be through the track again. Like, are they bringing Ambush and Assault back? We just don't quite have the details yet. Somebody said, are the challenges the same? I don't remember what they were before, but here they are. Marksman rifle and rifles. You know what I could actually focus on that would help me out a lot is I haven't done my journey yet. Well, I have some of it, but you know, we get 10 stars there and 10 for this. I need one more thing. Find and eliminate the Hoarder. Oh, I can do that. Let's do that. Go down here and spawn him. Oh, they're different? Okay. Out 26 coming in with the tier 1 sub on Twitch. Thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate you going the extra mile to support what I do. There we go, another Hoarder down. Thank you so much. MTV Parker, just hit level 40. Appreciate your videos. They help me out a lot. I'm so glad to hear it, man. Welcome to the end game. That's where a lot of people will say the game truly begins. A lot of things open up. So I hope you haven't been too overwhelmed. But thank you very much for saying that. I'm going to see if we can't just get this done right now. Log out and re-trigger him at the south gate. What are your thoughts on the new Concentrated Company set? From what I've seen, Lucas, it can be strong, like stats-wise. I just don't think it's really a playstyle for me. The super long buildup of damage just isn't quite my deal. Striker is about the most I'll put up with. I mean, Striker you can get pretty quick, but it's still not as quick as something like Tipping Scales. So, I need a little bit quicker gratification. You know? But stats-wise, from what I've seen, if you can get with that playstyle, it is pretty strong.
Safe area entered.
I'm sorry to hear it, Wesker. I know that one can be pretty elusive for people. If you're not already, be sure that, like, every time you go back to rerun Army Terminal, you're taking out one of the open world bosses. In Brooklyn, I know one spawns pretty consistently, right? If you fast travel to this mission, they spawn like right here in this little bit, because they have a super small chance to drop the catalyst. Your chances are much better at Army Terminal, but at least you're giving yourself one extra little potential source, you know. All right, well, we'll come back for this guy later, because we just need one more, so we can do that during the course of the stream. But, I kind of want to just get to it and start the grind. We got to get our stars. What do we want to do? Because, yeah, I think we just looked and this doesn't really... Oops. This doesn't really align with our build that much. We can do headshots while stationary, that's easy. And drones and warhounds. So let's just do legendaries. Yeah, especially with redline and ambush. We're going to be chunking through stuff. The weekly is capital, so maybe we start with that. And then I think I have a prio objective for, yeah, for Manning. Let's do Manning first then, actually, because I could move on. I could maybe try and double up with whatever it's called. So I'm on Xbox. I'm probably just going to turn on matchmaking if anybody wants to try and match in. But yeah, we'll probably just blast some legendaries today, for the most part. Kaz, I would be totally cool if they wanted to have a few seasons focus on revamping older stuff, but I don't think... That was weird. Glitched my ammo thing. I don't think they will ever do that, because for marketing purposes, it's less exciting for like newer returning players to be like, well, maybe not returning, but for new players to be like, oh, we revamped this old set. I think they just want new stuff, so they will probably continue doing that regardless. They did say in the AMA last Friday, though, that they are going to do like a huge, or they're planning at some point in year 8, like a huge balance pass, so hopefully that can address some of the things that people want to see, like True Patriot and whatnot. Oh, you're all good, Akito. Alright, I'm going to open matchmaking once again, if anyone on Xbox wants in. Matchmake for Legendary on Zoo. Lee, I have not yet, no.
You have received an invite to another.
Oh, hang on, I don't want to get an invite if people are trying to get in. I have not yet, but what I will say is I promise you my feedback is getting where it needs to be, if that makes sense. But we might still do that, we'll see.
To group leader.
Nope, that person did not want in.
You are now group leader. Another agent is now in your group.
Griffin, they don't do apparel events by name anymore, like in the same vein as they used to, but they still do, like, it's all more event tied now. So like every time we get an event, people don't want to hang. Every time we get an event, there's always a free outfit to claim. The winter event had essentially an apparel event where you could collect like 5 free outfits. So I think they've just shifted to doing more of that kind of stuff now, if that makes sense. I also think that the closer Div 3 gets, the less likely balance patches will be. Well, it's still going to be a little while. I mean, if they're still working on a DLC and Survivors for Division 2, I think that's pretty indicative that we have a ways to go. So, at least for now, I think balancing and all that is still on the table. All right, we're getting some people in.
Another agent is now in your group.
Berto, I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
An agent has left your group.
No, people keep leaving. We're just waiting to fill up the slots, peeps. I promise. I'm actually a bit confused on what Survivors actually is. Is it a beefed up season if Central Park is a DLC? So, I have to be careful with my wording. From what we know publicly, Survivors is going to be a successor to the survival mode from the Division 1. Right? So it's not a season. It's going to be like a permanent content addition to the game. And it has its own development team at Massive. Like, it's different from the team that's working on the core Division 2 game. So it has a lot of resources and people behind it. So I think you can probably extrapolate from that it's going to be a pretty significant content release. But it is different the end of season, and it's different from the Central Park DLC that we know the core Div 2 team is also working on. But beyond that, we're kind of waiting for them to give us some more definitive details. By the way, everybody, I just want to say I really appreciate us having almost 300 people watching over on YouTube, over 100 on Twitch. If you've yet to hit the like button on YouTube and you want to help share the stream out to more people, I would appreciate it. All right, quick water break, and then we're going in. James, if you're on Xbox, the matchmaking is open right now for Zoo. You can just toggle in. If people want me to make a pre-made group for the next run, I will do that, though.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
I'll give 5 subs if they remove expertise from PvP. One can only hope, right, Lee? One can only hope.
Agent is now in your group.
Why are you about to have a bad day, Hermes? It's good to see you, man. Will Realism Mode have its own unique rewards or incentive besides experience on full release? Miyabi, what do you mean by full release? If you didn't know, Realism Mode is strictly a limited time experience. It's going to be in the game until April 2nd, and then they're removing it. So there's not a full release coming. Dice, these are the Glacier pants and the Glacier boots. Alright, let's do it, crew. Again, we have Ambush and Redline powering us up. I think we're gonna not have too much trouble going through this.
Serious trauma detected. An agent needs assistance.
Can't climb over this. There we go. Yeah, good call, Blindy. I would rather not, especially on Zoo, with how long it is. I don't want to do that. Omni Steph coming in with the super chat on YouTube. Thank you so much. Said, hey, hope you have a good day. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you to do. Thank you for supporting. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. I don't know if you're just doing that and hopping out or you're going to hang for a while, but again, thank you for the kindness. I know, right, Roach? With with 300, it's pretty busted. I don't think the destroyed I can talk. I don't think the destroy drones challenge is working. When a Theo Parnell's mission, there are 3 drones at the start. I'm not sure, Berto. Let me next time I have a drone come my way, let me try and track if it's counting for me. Lucas, I've got the I forget what it's called. Fortified? Yeah, fortified. The defense-based one. Just hanging out for a little bit. Well, again, I appreciate you going out of your way to support the channel. Thank you, Omni. Sod, I think, like, you know, with Redline, a lot of stuff should just be pretty good. I'm trying to think of what some of the more meta rifle loadouts are. Oops, that didn't go well.
Agent deceased.
Alright, well, we can't
Agent down.
get too comfortable. Everyone was just sitting out of cover, beaming with their big owls.
A new
But I'm
agent
not
is
sure
joining
that
your
is
team.
going to work. We still take damage. But I think these guys got it. Maybe. I believe, crew.
An agent needs assistance.
Simply Grim coming in with the Twitch Prime. Thank you very much. Chris, stop. Stop. Today is supposed to be a day of celebration and happiness. You can't be bullying me like this. Mikey G, how's it going? Just did my first retaliation on Heroic and got the St. Elmo's. Nice. After deleting one by accident. Followed your guides and had to do it. Many thanks, sir. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it, dude.
Agent down.
Yeah, deleting like a cherished exotic is always really tragic. That's why I favorite mines, I guess, mines. I favorite mine as soon as I get any exotics. Alright, you know, we had to have a trial run. But now we will be good after this. Alright? We were just warming up. I was making sure my aim was dialed in.
You've got your objective.
Listen, everything is completely fine.
In your way.
I'm going to partially put the blame on my teammates for standing out in the open with the Big Al. At least I was in cover. You know? At least... Lucas said, good luck, Rug. You're going to need it. Thank you for the stream streak, but... Don't appreciate the, I don't appreciate the shade being thrown there. Rogue dying, what's new about that? Whatever the opposite of hyping someone up is, that's what y'all do to me every week. But look, I've got the spot back here. I can see them when they spawn in. Yeah, aren't global event things supposed to be shared if it's enabled? Because if so, I should be getting the drone ones, and I'm not. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Y'all want to see something even better? I'm not even going to wait for the team. I'm going straight in. I'm going straight in. Who needs a team? Not me. Not me. Throw that out. There we go, right back to where we were. Right back to where we were. See, it was just a nice little warm-up. And now we're going straight in. What's the hardest legendary? I think the argument is between Zoo and Tidal Basin Roach. Someone else who plays more legendary could probably tell you their take on it, but that's my thought. Show us the build. 4 tipping scales with the backpack. Big Alejandro, because it works so well with it. Overdogs. And Equalizer.
A new agent is joining
All
your team.
weapon damage, all crit. All the way.
Agent down.
See, if they had just let me go in first, he wouldn't have been down. I'm kidding. Completely kidding. This room is tough. If you don't get a foothold right at the start, you do kind of have to play from back here. What's your role in the LMG? I crit chance on the 3rd slot, on the 3rd attribute. Because apparently that's better. I don't know the math behind it, but the people who are smarter than me say that crit chance is better on an LMG than damage to armor. Why over dogs for contractors? More damage. If you target the right enemy, the 30% amp damage is just way more beneficial. That said, if you don't want to go through the pain of targeting, or you just want something that's a little bit more consistent, contractors are plenty viable to use. You don't have to do overdogs.
Serious trauma detected.
Will you make a video about a rifle build? I have a few rifle build videos out there. I don't use them that much, and typically I only make build videos on stuff that I use and personally endorse, you know? But never say never. But yeah, I have like an Aces and Eights rifle build video out there. I've got one for Breaking Point. So there's a few. Thoughts on the state of Umbra in PvP? Needs a nerf. 100%. And I say that as someone who like, mains Umbra probably more than anyone in the game in Conflict. But it's just, the interaction doesn't work. If you're not going to have a radar in Conflict, then you can't have a gear set be as powerful as Umbra is that provides bonuses for hiding in cover. Like, it's just, it's tailored to be unbalanced, you know? If they gave you a radar, at least, with limited range, you wouldn't, Umbra would at least then be slightly more balanced. Maybe you would still need to tweak it, but it wouldn't be as bad as it is now. But it's because you don't know where anyone is. And people hide and then pop out with full reds and just take you down in 3 bullets. Like, that's too much, in my opinion. Jay Bernie, how we doing? Ace Pick, good to see you. Stacks need to build up longer, decay much faster. Yeah. I do really think if they just made the Conflict radar change and did a slight numbers reduction, it would be much better. Like, I'm also not one for nerfing stuff at the ground, but fair counterplay is always kind of what I come back to, and currently Umbra doesn't really have that, at least in Conflict. Dark Sun is a different story, but I don't think it's nearly as, like, it's good in Dark Zone if you lean into it, but you have way more tools to deal with it. Then it becomes more of a decoy problem in DZ. Retro, it should. It should. It told you had it redeemed when you put in the code. Beersy is in the chat. Good evening, sir. How you doing? How sleep deprived are you?
Agent down.
That's really weird then, Retro. I guess I would have to recommend reaching out to Ubisoft support if you're having issues there. I'm sorry, I'm not sure why that might be the case. Henry, for the anniversary apparel, you just need to open the anniversary caches. I believe you get 1 guaranteed cosmetic piece per cache open, and there are less of them than there are total caches you can obtain, so as long as you go through your journey and get the ones from the season pass, you should have everything. Alex, are you excited for, I mean, not that, I don't know if you're in it or not, but just for the news to come out from the div stream tomorrow? Very deprived, but can't wait for Season 1. Me as well. Well, fortunately, not as much the deprived part, but I'm very excited for Season 1. Yeah, I hope you all are still able to get some sleep. I mean, this is the first time that I can remember in Division history where we've had, you know, pretty major updates back to back, like we've had with Anniversary and now Season 1. It is a pretty impressive turnaround. There we go. We are chewing through this. Have they released a new cache yet for Turmoil or Stack Broker? A new cache? Do you mean like a way to obtain them? If so, not to my recollection. How you doing, Denny? Welcome in. Div 2 is the GOAT game, IMO. I feel you, Pac-Man. Feel you. Very excited. Can't wait to see Yannick. I'm sure he will be equally sleep deprived. If Leo is going to be the one playing realism, then I wish him luck. He better not be on a hardcore character.
Serious trauma detected. Agent down.
Trying to keep track of where everyone is.
Immediate medical assistance needed. An agent needs assistance.
Oh, shoot.
Serious
Didn't mean
trauma
for that to
detected.
happen. Oh, hold strong, team. Hold strong.
Incapacitated.
We're crawling back. Season 1 being so close to the anniversary. Well, it's coming in hot, chat. Indeed. It's right around the corner. Yes, Pac-Man, I'm going to play and make some videos on Resurgence at launch. I'm excited for it. Nice. Good job, team. I'm sorry to hear it, Retro. In the realism mode, they have a toggle for vanity to keep it realistic, so I hope that that's something we can see brought to the main game, because I think that would alleviate a lot of people's frustrations in that area. Unless you're referring to more stuff than just vanity. What's up, Pebble? Crazy story 2 days ago. My friend and I were in the DZ doing PvP, killed some low-level people, and one of them had the Eagle Bear, so we took it and dipped so fast for extract. No kidding. Well, congrats on the new EB. I hope the person you stole it from didn't have their day ruined too hard. But that's always a pretty exhilarating feeling there. How would you feel about a black market system implemented into Div 2 where if you trade in 20 chests of the same brand? Personally, I don't know if the thing that Division 2 needs is easier farming. I feel like you can get the majority of stuff you need pretty quickly through count and retaliation. That could just be, you know, veteran elitist perspective though, so maybe other people would feel differently. But I don't know if that's where I would necessarily prioritize my future wishes and whatnot. 01 in the chat as well. What's going on, man? Welcome in. Alex, I'm doing well. Again, I'm just really excited for what's to come. I'm excited for the news we're getting tomorrow. Which I totally know nothing about whatsoever. In any way, shape, or form. Oh, man.
Medical assistance needed. Agent down. Serious trauma detected.
Zero, I don't know what you're referring to. Everything is totally by the book here. What news are we getting tomorrow? Nick, tomorrow the devs are hosting a live stream where they're going to reveal and preview the PTS for Year 8 Season 1. So we should get our first look and understanding of what kind of content and features are coming with the new
Vital
season.
signs critical.
Soul Atomic, so when you go to set the difficulty for the Roosevelt mission, I'm sure you just have yours set to the Manhunt one by default. At the bottom, you should see a button you can hold to toggle mission mode, it's called. And that'll switch it back to the regular version and not the Manhunt one. Because Wildfire is in the base standard version of Roosevelt. Mr. Mario, these are the Glacier Pants. Unfortunately, I don't believe you can get them right now. They were part of the winter event back in December. But they've not yet been made available in any other way since that event ended. Is there any way a new player can get the quick step? Not reliably right now. You kind of need to wait for one of the main seasonal events to pop in. Technically, you can go and farm it if somebody has a bounty from a past event, but that's kind of a unreliable workaround, you know. But it'll be back soon enough, I'm sure. What's up, Michael? Any news on crossplay? Not other than the fact that it's coming during Year 8. Sometime in the next 12 months, we will have crossplay. Mr. Giorgio, I'm doing fantastic, man. Thank you for the well wishes. I hope you're doing well, too. Yeah, whoever called out the drone objective thing earlier, I don't think I'm getting drone marks either for my GE tracker, which is too bad. Because that and Warhounds were one of the only ones I think I could do on this build.
Serious trauma.
Shoot, 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 shoot. That was close. I sound completely 100% normal. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Time to go work at an Irish pub on St. Paddy's Day and try not to fall into despair. Hermes, have a good one, man. Stay safe amongst the madness. Good luck, dude. How to get that backpack trophy? Currently, it is exclusive to new players in the Recruit a Friend program. It used to be available for veterans or just existing players, but that is currently not the case, I'm afraid. I hope we get new weekly activities in Year 8. Kind of tired of doing the same weekly invaded missions each week. That would be fun, Dice. I mean, there's obviously, like, infinite numbers of things that we would want to see the game do, you know? From what they've announced so far, I'm very excited for PvP changes that'll give me more things to do on a regular basis. Or just, you know, be able to enjoy PvP more on a regular basis. Excited for the incursion. All of it. But we will see what Season 1 brings. Being that the game is in such a good shape, do you think there's a chance Division 3 could be a big DLC on Division 2? I don't think so personally. Because player activity is one thing, but the technological side of things is a whole other consideration. And I'm sure as Alex or Zero in here could probably tell you, or I think they're in the Twitch chat, but Div 2 has a lot of, any game that has gone on as long as Division 2 has a lot of technical debt, as it's called. And that can be worked around with enough time and resources, but at a certain point you kind of need that generational leap and the technological reset to do some of the more ambitious stuff that us players want to see. So I don't personally think they will do much like that. Tripper, it's not a plugin. You can actually find it directly in your game settings. If you go to settings here, UI, scrolling combat text, it's set to random sphere by default, but I have it on floating, and that gives it that kind of side waterfall effect, which I much prefer because I'm able to see my reticle and crosshair a lot better. Alex is not helping the allegations. Imagine if Div 3 was a DLC for Div 2. How about this? Let's make it even more interesting. What if Division 2 was a DLC for Division 3? Just think about it. Roll that one around. Give it some thought. Mr. C, what's up? Had to tune into the stream while I get ready for work. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're gearing up for an okay day.
System back online. System disrupted.
Okay, he's cooking here. Bro, could you see the developers bringing back projects for New York and maybe Brooklyn? Maybe. I mean, I would certainly love more incentive to go and play on those maps, for sure.
System reactivated.
What if Div 3 gets a DLC called Multiplication? What if they're all DLC for Div 1? There you go, Captain James. Now you're thinking. Malicite, the three main ways under this current season are priority objectives. Your journey. It's because the event pass is leveled by season XP and global event stars. So going through the journey gets you GE stars. Having the GE enabled will help you go quicker. And then also doing weekly projects give you large bundles of season XP. But priority objectives on top of all that stuff are ideal to do. Isn't Div 3 in a completely new engine? As far as we know, I mean, they haven't come out and said Division 3 is on this engine, but from job listings and everything we know, it's still on Snowdrop, which is the same engine that Division 1 and 2 are on. But Snowdrop has been very meticulously upkept and upgraded as the years have gone on, as we've seen in Avatar and Star Wars that came out after Div 2. Valhunter crits are juicy with ambush. I know, Zero. I mean, it's so weird because I'm not normally a cover player, but for whatever reason, the Alejandro just always clicked with me in Div 1, and so dang it, I don't foresee myself taking it off anytime soon in Div 2. I just, for whatever reason, it's very satisfying to play with. And yeah, it syncs up perfectly with ambush. Would if Div 3 was DLC for a mobile game? It seems like we've really cracked open the possibilities here.
Agent down.
Yeah, 1.8 million, 2.5 million. They behind us? They are. What the heck? What the heck? I'm shooting so fast that it's cutting my audio out. I heard someone say that might be a problem too if like everyone on the team is running a hybrid fire gun, that they end up like drowning each other out almost. No idea if that's true. But. Still waiting for the Caduceus. Yeah, my beloved Caduceus. That was a fun gun. I still don't, at this point, I don't know how it's supposed to be said. There's so many joke names for it that I kind of just rotate between those. Life of Danny, I've got, well, you can only change the third attribute, right? You always get LMG damage and DTOC, but I have crit chance on mine. Matt Kane with the 300 bits. Thank you, sir. Ambush plus overdrive plus Big Al is ridiculous. Yep, the power scaling is pretty wild. I would say for sure. Thank you very much, man. Sorry, as I'm trying to have windpipe issues. Thank you as always for the generosity. Creator apparel and backpack re-release when? I don't know. I hope at some point. I've gotten comments from a lot of people who would love the opportunity to collect them, but I don't know if there's a plan to bring them back or not. I will do my best to petition to make it happen someday.
A new agent is joining your team.
Awakened, if you're talking about the fact that I have two columns here, at the bottom when you're in this kind of view, you can see there's a button for options. If I go in there, you can choose between list and grid. So I'm on grid. Captain, no worries at all. That it comes with the territory of streaming. You're good. If you, the build is up on the channel. The one in the video that I'm gonna send you to has a different primary weapon because this one that I'm using, the Big Alejandro, wasn't released then, but the build is exactly the same. So if you type in !build in the chat, it will link you directly to the video where I cover it. It's in the DPS section, which I think is the first chapter of the video. I show a striker build and then a tipping scales one at the end, and it's the tipping scales LMG build where I've just swapped out the primary for the Big Alejandro. Not a problem. Hope it helps.
Vital signs critical.
But do keep in mind that this gameplay you're watching right now is being heavily influenced by the two events that we have going on, which is Redline Overdrive and the Ambush Global events. Both those are giving me huge boosts of extra damage and whatnot. But the build on its own is also quite good. That's why I use it. I forgot that it was that door right there. Oh, we got him though.
Serious trauma detected. An agent needs assistance.
Shoot.
Vital signs critical.
Okay, that throw went incredibly. It's exactly where I wanted that to land. Nice. Diggs Graves, I'm so sorry I missed this a few minutes ago, but thank you very much for the Twitch Prime, as well as Michael coming in on YouTube with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, sir. If I didn't miss it already, if anybody who just got gifted one on YouTube has not said thank you to Michael yet in the chat, please do so to recognize the generosity. Thank you as always, man, for going out of your way to support.
Agent down. Serious trauma detected.
Best method for system corruption gear farming. Hayes, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm trying to think.
Vital signs critical.
To my recollection, the only ways you can get it are Dark Zone,
Incapacitated.
Conflict caches, or Legacy Season caches, since it technically got introduced in Season 1. So those are the only sources. So I would think, yeah, Dark Zone farming or just spamming Conflict to open a bunch of those caches. I'm probably a little out of date on that. If anybody has ideas, feel free to chime in.
Serious trauma detected.
Yeah, I don't know why I just stood there. I
Agent vital signs.
knew that I
Zero.
probably should have moved, but oh well.
An agent needs assistance.
Trying to reach chat, but I need to lock in here.
Vital signs critical.
Hello there.
Agent down.
I can barely see the top of his hitbox
An
there.
agent needs assistance.
Trying to make the stealth DZ build from a while back. Gotcha, yeah, with the Exodus gloves. Yeah, I think I would just say spam Dark Zone or Conflict caches. Where can you buy Legacy Season caches anywhere? If you can buy those from the global event vendor, I don't remember if you can. But Legacy Season caches are actually like a decent way to try and get it, since that narrows the pool a bit. Wow.
Serious trauma detected.
But those are normally
Agent
not
down.
typically hugely available. K-Base, I have got 4-piece tipping skills, Overdogs, Equalizer with the big Alejandro. It's quite fun.
Agent down. Immediate medical assistance needed. An agent needs assistance.
My goodness.
Serious trauma detected. Agent down.
Uh-oh. 2 people dead is not great, especially when I have no kits remaining. Okay, hang on, crew. We can come back from this.
Immediate
Maybe not.
medical assistance needed. Agent out of action.
Retro in the... Oh, shoot. That's right, we have a checkpoint.
Agent
Retro in the
deceased.
dev AMA back on Friday. There was a question about would they ever consider a solo QDZ or a PvE Dark Zone, and the dev's response was year 8 might surprise you. So, it's really just teasers and guesswork at this point. We have nothing officially confirmed. Do the overdogs work on specialization weapons? Any gear like damage buff applies to all weapons, so yes, works on specialization weapons. Flynn, what's up? I thought Danny also sold Legacy Season caches. He might. He might. I can't remember. But if so, yes, that's one good way to go about it. Didn't you... Wait. Can't you now get some of the system corruption blueprints from doing control points? Didn't they make that change? Like a few patches ago? It might not be all 6 pieces, but I thought they added some to the control point blueprint pool. Can we bring back Heartland? Rest in peace. Crossplay during year 8. That's all we know. No. My game crashed. Oh, no. Oh, it didn't. I have never seen it recover from that. I have never seen my game recover from a freeze like that. Normally it does that, the audio loops, and you're done.
Serious trauma.
That's crazy. Thank you, game. I did not want to have to run Zoo all over again.
System restored.
Yeah, that was a miracle. Resurgence in 2 weeks. Yep, Resurgence is right around the corner. The fact that Resurgence is coming out like same week or maybe a week before when your 8 Season 1 does is going to be quite the time trying to do all the things. Yes, Alpha Resurgence is a mobile title. So Pugs, the thing about that is this has never been like publicly said by Ubisoft because they would never do such a thing, but Survivors is targeting the exact same genre that Heartland was, right? It's a sort of spiritual successor to Survival. It's doing the extraction loop. So the reason why I believe they never brought back Survival in Div 2 or had any intentions to while Heartland was in development is because it was the same thing essentially. Like they're, again, targeting the same audience. So to do both at one time would just cannibalize the potential players that you would have for both. So as long as Survivors is around, I don't see them doing anything with Heartland, even though they probably wouldn't anyway. And that's why while Heartland was around, they weren't going to do anything with Survival. If that makes sense. Uh, 1280, it was canceled. Ubisoft decided to cancel it while Red Storm was still working on it. So Red Storm is still working on the Division 2 team? No. Red Storm, unfortunately, a lot of them got laid off after Heartland was canceled, and the rest now provide support to Rainbow Six Siege. Survivors is being made by a team within Massive internally. Dang.
Signs critical.
I'm just getting tagged everywhere I go.
Agent incapacitated.
Yeah. Mr. Wiggles, the Pestilence is very good for content like this. For a lot of people, it's their favorite LMG to run. It's quite strong. There we go. Bosses are out.
Serious trauma detected. An agent needs assistance. Agent down.
I gotta get out of here. Everyone's dead again.
Vital signs critical.
We're just not cut out for the final fight here, people.
Agent deceased.
That's tragic. Yeah, I died in a real unideal spot for you there.
An agent needs assistance.
Pug's Life, have a good one. Appreciate you coming by. Sorry to break your heart. Relentless, how's it going? The Langma Pesty build is still one of my passion long-term projects. Yeah. To get like the all red ones. One of my greatest achievements is I have a pretty well rolled backbone with crit chance and damage, I believe. So I think I rolled weapon damage onto it. Maybe it's stuck with armor, but it's at least pretty well rolled. But yeah, those unicorn ones are always quite satisfying once you can finally put them together.
Agent down.
Dude, I cannot hang today. No matter what I do, where I go, I'm just getting beat up. I even took down the guy trying to revive me. That's just not cool.
Agent killed.
I'm sorry, you all are subjected to watch such terrible gameplay here. That said, I do appreciate 400 people watching on YouTube and 160 on Twitch. I'm sorry I'm so terrible. Where does Master difficulty sit on the difficulty levels? Harder than Heroic, different than Legendary. I think Legendary and Master can sort of be equated, but they're just very different types of gameplay experiences. They can't even get a revive off. Look at all these bombs. That's wild. Yeah, Legendary is typically a bit harder, but Master is like Heroic with more health and stats, and they have mechanics in the mission. Dude, we're getting taken out just as we start the final section here. Don't do it. They're gonna bomb you. That's exactly how everyone else just died. Oh, man. Why not switch to a healer build? Because I don't want to. I'm stubborn. It's alright, I'm going to position myself differently this next run. Clearly that spot I keep going to is not working. You think I would have learned the first time, but it usually takes me like 3 deaths to really instill something. It's alright, at least we're at the end. I'm gonna move way on down here instead. See how that goes for me. Oh, everyone's not in yet. I'm like, where are the ads? Reptile, how's it going? Best LMG in your opinion? I think it's the Big Al, what I'm running right now. Some people aren't as in love with it as I am, but I think it's incredibly strong. Tap fire till I can see them.
An agent needs assistance.
Now we've swapped. Now they're up in the perch where we were.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Are you guaranteed a blueprint from challenging control points? Zodiac, you should be. Yes, as long as it's challenging or tier 3 is what it's called in control point terms, then yes, you should get a blueprint from that pool every time you complete one.
System malfunctioning.
Oh, shoot. No, I almost made it over that wall.
Detected. Agent out of action. System back online.
Boxer, we will have so much fun sitting here and wiping over and over in Zoo. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good one. Dude, he...
Agent down.
Oh, no. If I had a face cam on right now, I would just, you would see me just doing the gym look into the camera. It might be cursed. I mean, it's probably largely on us. Could I be swapping builds? Could I be doing something different? Yes. Am I going to? Debatable. Such content, much great. Listen, people, we got this. If you don't believe in the long term here, we're gonna get this done. See that damage? It's unstoppable. We know it. The ads know it. Oh, I can't see over that. Gosh, man. The Forbidden Slayer, indeed. I'll throw the Slayer on and we'll be done. GR9 with Tinkerer. That is definitely a good combo. Absolutely. Somebody might have to go up there and flush them out. There we go.
An agent needs assistance. Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent
Okay.
incapacitated.
Just trying to go for the legs because it's like one shot. There we go. Thank you, Carlos. Any non-exotic assault rifle recommendations? FAMAS, Police M4, Carbine 7, the Lexington. The Lexington's probably the best one. But yeah, any of those high-end versions are all good. FAMAS, Carbine 7, Police M4, F2000's pretty good. Put Killer or Measured or Optimist on one of those and you'll be good. Challenge complete. Nice, we got the Warhound one.
Serious trauma detected.
Someone put on a healer, because I'm getting heals now. I wonder if it's for Factor or what it is. I thought I could break his chain in time. No! Dang it.
Agent vital signs 0.
The shock trap was a good idea. Seems to be doing well with that. Watch out behind you.
Agent down.
Die sounds good. I appreciate you hanging out. Indeed, I will be in the chat tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully some good news inbound. Machine Gun Gaming, thank you so much for the super chat on YouTube. What is your best striker build with the Iron Lung? Probably my favorite one that I did was for PvP with Umbra, but I don't know if you may be wanting a PvE. There we go, there's the boss. Shoot, this is a terrible spot for me to spawn into. If you're wanting a PvE recommendation, it's pretty fun with ongoing directives since you're dealing with status effects. You can do the fire, get the bleed ammo, all of that. So I would say try that out. Do maybe overdogs, gloves, and 4-piece ongoing directive with the chest piece, and then the iron lung. Shoot, 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 shoot.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
No, I just want to get back up top.
Agent incapacitated.
Getting stream sniped by former LMB, exactly. That's exactly what's happening. Oh, thank you very much. You're very, very kind. We are alive yet again. Alright, now it's just a matter of clearing the odds and then taking our sweet time with the bosses.
Serious trauma detected. Agent down.
Oh, shoot. He's just everywhere. Are they reviving people? It seems like it. Oh boy.
Immediate medical assistance
The bombs.
needed. Agent out of action.
Is Helios in here? What's up, man? How you doing today? Obscure, they didn't call it blue line, but they do have an armor one that'll rotate in. I think there's two different variations for damage ones. They had an armor and a skill one, and then they had one that was kind of a blend of everything. I think it was like Vanguard something that was meant to kind of be the hybrid between them all. All right. I think we finally have this down.
Serious trauma detected.
Gotta wait for him to look away. This is actually perfect. The two of us can just kite him. No, 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 go back. The two different angles is perfect. Okay, hang on. I'll go behind him. Because he's just going to look at us if we're both up here. I gotcha, man. Okay, except the boss is going to run away now for some reason. Surely he's got to be getting pretty weak. That's crazy how tanky these guys are. I've got full amp. There we go. I was like full ambush, full tipping skills, full big Alejandro. There was just nothing happening. I still don't think I've ever gotten this properly work. You have to aim through the shield. Like that? Oh yeah, they're getting him. Whatever, he's almost down. Do it! Do it! Machine gun again. Thank you so much. I will try both recommendations. Thank you for the striker builds at the Iron Monkey with a great work from the Netherlands. Thank you, Machine Gun. I appreciate you supporting the channel like that. Yeah, I would say PvE, try it with Ongoing Directive and Overdogs or something like that. And in PvP, try Umbra with like contractors and maybe a coyotes. But thank you again for the super chats. Right, we finally did it, people. See? We had it in us all along. We had it in us all along. Alright. GG's team, thanks. We're gonna go see if we can grab one more hoarder to get through that part of the journey. And then we're gonna do the weekly project. Oh, Zero and Alex, you guys are still here? You had to watch me struggle through that the whole way. I appreciate y'all both hanging out. We got it done finally. Oh, I'm sorry, not Lucas. I skipped past the thing immediately. We did not see how much damage I did. My bad. Alright, there we go. Ten out of 10 would struggle again. Yeah, but Akito, at least you're used to seeing me perform poorly, you know? You've been there in the trenches. You've been with me in the group when I'm dying on repeat. Some people don't know that I'm secretly terrible at the game. Alright, Chapter 3, Claim. Perfect. We're actually probably going to be pretty close to the mask, even without the other stuff. Oh yeah, we need 1 star. Visit the castle. We're about to get the cage! My favorite mask from Division... Or one of my favorite masks from Division 1. I won't say it was my definitive favorite, but... one of them for sure.
Agent in need of backup.
There we go.
Local power grid compromised.
Fantastic. I think it's going to look perfect on this fit that I have on right now. No, I thought it was going to be the large hood. Well, never mind. It's not going to look as good, but that is still pretty sick. I like the oversized hood on this one. Well, hang on. And if I put on just like a regular shirt. Yeah, that's pretty good. Where's a better light source? Very nice, very nice. I almost slipped up. Well, I didn't want to say something that wasn't true because I also wore other masks, but well, it looks quite nice with that one. Even though I don't love the smaller hood look, we will wear it with this fit just to commemorate. Where'd it go? Cage. Oh, here it is. There we go. Yeah, isn't the soundtrack here great, Alex? I agree. Kind of looks like the Winter Soldier mask. I could see that. Steven, is just whatever options are in the barbershop. I think you can make some of them like red, but you can't just like change the color of any of them. They have preset color options. All right, let's open a few of these. I'm going to stack up a bunch of exotics this stream and then deconstruct them at the end. Because I need some more exotic components. I've been getting pretty low. What up, Kozik? How you doing, man? It's a remix from the Div 1 theme song, I think. Is it really? I don't think I ever put that together. I'll have to listen more carefully next time. But yeah, it seemed very... Especially when it came out in year 5, like that time of the story, it seemed pretty fitting. Blackhand, this is the 10 more years hoodie from the anniversary caches. Chris and Demarsh both with the 5 stream streaks. Thank you, guys. Always here. I know you are. Every week. It's incredibly appreciated. So yeah, we're getting our stars up. What else do we have to do for the journey? Complete target practice. Optimize deconstruct. No, we can do all of this. We can do all of this. Complete countdown objective, clear a summit floor. Defeat a kill squad. Optimize and deconstruct. Let me do that right now. Actually, no. Let me just get the next... Well, deconstruct. I have them all in my inventory right now. Okay, 3 components from that. That got us that done. Optimize an item 3 times. What needs to be optimized? I can do weapon damage on these 2. Actually, I'll just use the shortcut. Is the hoodie for everyone? Because I got all my caches, but not the hoodie. It should be for everyone. Are you sure you got all the caches from the track and the journey? Imagine if the devs added the experimental warhounds and legendary like Sparkles and Chimera. God, PTSD to Sparkles. That's still to this day one of the most difficult Div 2 fights I've ever done. We can optimize this. Okay, that's now done. We'll go to a target practice, and then the rest we can just kind of get as we go. Actually, I don't know if I have a target practice available. Oh, I do.
Hostile control point identified.
Sparkles can stay in the scrap pile. I mean, they've used them a little bit more. We had, was it Violet at the H5 refinery mission in Brooklyn? That was a good little challenge there. I don't hate them. I'm always down for more challenge, but I just remember when that mission came out, I was not prepared for that fight. How many gifted subs will it take for you to check your stash? The problem, I know what's in the stash, I just don't want to take the stuff out of there that's, that is causing the thing. I have like 8 or 9 items in my DZ mailbox that I want in there until I'm going to use them on a rainy day, you know? So, that notification will remain, but it's fine. What if I just, like, spray? How many do you think I'd get here? There's another one? Oh, shoot. Almost didn't see that one. I have everything except the hoodie and the hat. And you're 100% sure that you checked for the name, like, alphabetically? Because sometimes they don't get the exclamation point and go to the top. It's the 10 more years hoodie under high end. But yeah, if you don't have it, I would say reach out to Ubisoft Sport. Okay, done with that. Countdown Summit, Retaliation, we'll do that later. Well, actually, if I could get a countdown one for an exotic. Let's try this. Perfect. Capitol building, and that's the project. I was hoping to get that. That was lucky as all luck. Alright, time for another legendary. I promise it won't go as bad as the zoo did. I promise. We're going to matchmake again, though, if anybody wants in.
Invite to another agent's group. Receive.
Or we can do a pre-made. If anybody, like, really wants to run it, I can invite people. But I would join as healer, but I ain't home. You're good, Espresso. You're good, you're good. I'm pretty sure the Twitch drops are not required for getting the cosmetics. Because that would be a little bit iffy if you required people to go through that route to get the in-game stuff, you know? I think those are just bonus to get, like, bonus drops. I think if you go through the track and the journey, you should have all of the required caches you need to get the cosmetics, I think. Yeah, I can invite you, Kaz. Ace, this week we have the Ambush GE running.
Another agent
There we go, you're already in. and Redline Overdrive
Control point
for the
nearby.
stat event. There we go. We got our crew. I know it'll be great, Rice, when we can finally connect
Got your
everybody.
objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
No need to apologize at all, Roach. Glad you're back.
An agent needs assistance.
Hit fire with the Big Owl because somehow it's incredibly accurate. Feels great.
Serious trauma detected.
Someone using the cooler? What am I hearing right now? I don't know what that is. Wait, Demarsh, are you in here? Are one of these people you, or are you messing with me? Okay, I thought so. I was like, there's no way that we haven't played yet. Using the cooler from the shadows. Baharsh, how you doing? I am doing wonderful. Won't speak for anybody else, but we're having a good time here, just hanging out. How about you? Obscure, there's a bunch. The blue screen, the pestilence are both good. A lot of people enjoy, or I ran myself, just a high-end M60 with measured. That's super strong. Any of those. A lot of people like the Bullet King because you don't have to reload it. It's not going to get you as high damage numbers as the rest, but if that's not your goal, then feel free to use that. That's fun as well. Saw my favorite YouTuber live, so I hopped in to enjoy. Well, thank you very much for giving your time to hang out with us here. Is everybody feeling excited for the dev stream tomorrow? Zeus, I'd have to go. Good luck and have fun. See you tomorrow during the dev stream. Indeed. Sir, have a good night. But yeah, dev stream tomorrow for the PTS. We don't know a ton about Season 1 so far, but we do know we're getting Black Tusk Retaliations. We're getting new Retaliation quality of life features. There's supposed to be some new endgame challenges to take on, like higher difficulty challenges, and some new power for us to earn. Curious.
Malfunctioning.
I'm very excited to find out. Draconis, it is set for 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern.
System back online.
I'm not sure which time zone you may be in, or if that even applies to what continent you may be on, but those are the two I can convert off the top of my head.
Medical assistance needed.
Hope some good news about the incursion date. We'll see. I would imagine they're only going to talk about that if the incursion is coming in Season 1. We don't really have an exact date for any of the big stuff yet in Year 8 from the reveal stream, but tomorrow is specifically a Year 8 Season 1 PTS stream. So mostly focusing on whatever is coming in Season 1. And we know we're getting classified assignments with Season 1 as well. I forgot about that. A lot of stuff. When is the new season reveal? Tomorrow. They're doing a div stream tomorrow. I've seen a lot of similar speculation on that, you boy. I mean, anything's possible, but I don't know what they would really be able to use. I mean, Heartland was set in a new location in the fall, and Survivors, from what we've seen, is going to be DC in the winter. So at least in terms of environment and weather tech and all that, those are not really compatible. And it's going to be built on the Div 2 architecture, whereas Heartland was its own new thing with sliding and different animations. So if I had to guess, I would say not too much, but not too much has been used, but we will see. Evale, I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but as Chris mentioned, the build is pretty much maxed out. I have full expertise and stats on here, but then we also have two different events going on right now that are greatly boosting my damage. You can enable the ambush event to get more damage when you stand still, and then Redline Overdrive gives you a bunch of damage stats, as you can see right there, for everybody on any content. So the combination of a good build and really strong events is what's getting me to these damage numbers right now. What's up, John? My top spot for the Hoarder is always right here. Travel to the DZ South main gate, turn around and run, and he should spawn in this little driveway area. After that, if you log in and back out and try it again, it should work pretty consistently. For the Snitch, I always go right here to Space Admin HQ. You turn around from when you spawn in, which is facing this way, and then you head right back here. And there's a little interior, I can't mark it, but on my circle there. And like 99% of the time, the Snitch is there. Those are my two spots for those two.
An agent is no longer in
Oh, we lost somebody. That's awkward timing. Okay, matchmaking's on.
Another agent has joined your network. A new agent
Oh,
is
right.
joining your
Doesn't
team.
the, don't the things apply to conflict as well? I wish that was disabled. Honestly. Machine Gun Gaming coming in with another super chat. Thank you so much. Best way to get the Eagle Bear? The best way is going to be the Dark Hours Raid. That is its original drop source. You have the highest drop chance to get it from there. So if you're able to get a group together to run the raid or find a group online, that's going to be your best bet. There's a very slim chance to pull it from the Dark Zone. But that's very unreliable to try and farm. And then it has been included in more recent events, but that is, again, not like a surefire thing, and we don't know when the next opportunity there might be. So the consistent best way to get it is the raid. Thank you again for another super chat and for continuing to support. That's very kind of you. Black Hand as well, coming in with the resub on Prime. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, as Rice shouted out, GC Rock here in the Division creator community has an amazing Discord server where they help carry tons of people through raid content. Rogue has post-traumatic sparkles disorder. That's pretty good. I guess there's not such a thing as an 1886 blueprint. Oh gosh, I don't know if I could tell you. I know that not everything has a blueprint in the game. I can't remember if the 1886 does or not. Maybe somebody could jump in and say. I can check once I'm back at the base, but I can't remember if it does. Okay, they're about to spawn in pretty close. Oh, I got shocked right as that happened. Trying to see if I can't. Oh shoot, the shocking is not good. I want to be ready for when they spawn out of this door. Oh, I did not realize y'all were right there. Oh, what? They had already spawned in? I was camping it for nothing. Shubsy, what's up? Did my first manhunt yesterday, started over 3 weeks ago, didn't realize how much content the game had. Yeah, you know, game's out for 7 years, there's a lot of stuff added over time. But I hope you're enjoying. Congrats on clearing your first manhunt. Been watching on YouTube, the vids help so much with getting back into the grind. I'm glad to hear it. Very glad to hear it. And thank you for coming by the stream, I appreciate it. Matt, I've not yet, but I should. I really should. Negotiators is just really strong overall. I like that combo with the blue screen because you can proc the talent on multiple enemies. But I'm sure that with the Big Al, it's also really good. Alright, boss time. I'm gonna try it risky the first playthrough. And if I die, then, then the second chance try it.
Vital signs critical.
Boss is dead. See, this worked out. Much better than being stuck in the little hole on the side over there. I hate that spot. Where's the healing box? Can I see it from here? Yeah, I can. Is the one here still active? No, that's my own smart covering. It's like, what is that?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
See, this one... Oh.
Vital signs critical.
I was opening my mouth to say this went better than the zoo did, and I immediately get beamed. The game just cannot hang. with me having any kind of self-recognition. That's crazy. Karma's coming in with the 5 gifted on Twitch. Thank you, my friend. How you doing? Appreciate it very much. If anybody on Twitch just got gifted a sub from Karma's, please drop a thank you. And enjoy your badge. Enjoy no ads. Enjoy Discord access. If you want to link up your account and join our server, you'll get access to the special channel on there. I appreciate the support, my friend. Any tips for max gear attachments? Are you talking about mods? If so, farming legendary content that I'm in right now tends to be one of the better ways to try and get higher rolls. Whether that's legendary missions or doing it on Summit where you can self-target mods. Either of those is a pretty good way. Otherwise, it's mostly random. You know, better chances for higher rolls the higher difficulty you play on. And that's why legendary tends to be one of the better spots to go to.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Icy Cage was a mask back in Division 1 that has now been made available in Division 2 for the 10th anniversary. I'm wearing it right now. I can better show it once we're out of combat here. Because we just unlocked it a short time ago.
A new agent is joining your team.
Holy people. Idiotic coming in with the Prime on Twitch. Thank you so much for that. Kicking off a hype train. And then Matt Kane with the 10 gifted on YouTube. Thank you both very much. Matt, appreciate you, my guy. As I just said with Karmas, if anyone on YouTube just got gifted a sub, please drop a thank you as well in the chat for Matt's generosity. But thank you very much for that, sir, and thank you all for the hype train on Twitch. How's it going, Virtuals? Good to see you, man. Thank you for confirming. Yeah, I guess there's no standard 1886 blueprint. I couldn't remember. How's it going, Phil? Personally, I am traditionally opposed to the idea of a PvE DZ. I think that for the most part, it would just be repetitive of other PvE content that's already available while devaluing what little PvP content we have in the game. That said, there are, different ways to do it. If they're going to do it, maybe they've got a good idea for it. I don't know. But we don't have any confirmation that they are actually going to do that. They just dropped a little wink and a nod teaser in a comment that someone mentioned that in. So we will see. Did we get a timeline or date for Survivors? No. Not as of yet, Blind King. I usually hang out on YouTube, but I had a Prime to give. Well, Idiotic, I appreciate that very much. Thank you for making the effort to jump over and do it. It directly helps support, as I'm sure you know. All right. Cheers. Kaz, thank you for jumping in. And to the other people there, that was a great run.
You have
Matt Kane with the 300 bits. Thank you, man. You're just jumping all over the place and dropping generosity bombs. Thank you, sir. Sincerely. Yeah, exactly what TNT is saying. The problem with just adding in a PvE Dark Zone is that even PvP players who are looking to farm in the Dark Zone would just go to the PvE one. And then the only thing left happening in the the PvP Dark Zone is PvP, in which case why have any NPCs in there at all? I just think it messes too much with the history and legacy and core idea of what the Dark Zone is meant to be. But that's just me. And if everyone disagrees and they go the other direction, then the masses have gotten what they want, and that's probably for the better. Maybe I am outdated in my thinking. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it as well, Virtuals. I am indeed. What is my daily Liberate a Hyena control point? I need something in Foggy Bottom for this. What we got over here? All Outcast stuff. Well, we can go and get this done super quick. Loving the drip, thank you. If you mean mine. Maybe you just meant in general. Machine Gun, thank you so much for joining up as a member to Rogue Studios, man. You have been too kind throughout this entire stream. I appreciate it. Enjoy the badge, enjoy the emotes here in the chat, or the live chat and on the video comments. Thank you, thank you. Wow, the rogue music is blaring. Or do we actually have rogues? I don't think we do. Okay, we got that done. Another strongholds. Open world or mission? Do open world again. 2 hostage rescue activities. No thank you, man. I doubt I have even 1 available right now. Yeah, let's abandon that. Open world in Brooklyn. Alright, well I'll go to that later maybe. Actually, how close am I on retaliations over there? We could do a cleaners one because I do need to get retaliations for the journey. Could be a way to go. Let's go to that actually. Do a Brooklyn retaliation. Webby coming in with the 400 bits. That is very kind of you. Thank you so much. Took us up to a hype train level 2.
Safe area entered.
Y'all are being incredibly kind. Chris said I'm trash at PvP in this game, and the idea of a PvE DZ makes no sense to me too. Yeah. You're not outdated on your thinking, and I don't play PvP DZ at all. Yeah, everything should have a point. I mean, that, again, and my idea sometimes is even not loved by those who really enjoy the DZ. The Dark Zone was not meant to be this, like, ultimate PvP zone in the game, right? It was meant to be the best spot to farm in the game, and because of that added reward, you had really lethal NPCs, and you had the risk of PvP. There are honestly a lot of changes they need to make to bring it back to that idea. Like, currently, PvP in there has way too few punishments than it probably should. But, yeah, I don't know if a PvE DZ strictly is the answer. Doctavius, how's it going, man? The Bittersweet should now be in the pool, although it was just in last season's pool, and I don't know if they've yet updated things properly for this current, like, mini season that we're in. If it's not, then it should be in the next 2 weeks when we get to, or what is it, 2 or 3 weeks till April? Till we get to Year 8 Season 1. No, Caster, thank you very much for the Prime. Chris, I'm sorry you have a headache, man. That sucks. Well, as always, I appreciate you hanging out, dude. Hope you feel better soon. Sorry, let me check one thing super quick. Okay, sorry. I just had to check that. What are we doing? Brooklyn Heights, I think, was my prio. Yeah. Do we have any cleaner activity here? No. Dang it. Because that's what we need. Cleaners are a third of the way. Oh wait, what's this? Ah, right on the edge. Look at that. That is perfect. Thank you all very much for the level 3 hype train that we had. I see the chat has really just launched into a full-blown DZ PvP debate, which I love to see. We'll find out more. At this point, we just don't know enough, right? The team is teasing some stuff, but we know that there's a new lead PvP designer in the studio working on updates, so let's see what we get, you know? I'm sure we will have more to talk about once there's more concrete information out there. Hopefully we'll know more tomorrow. We'll see. I mean, you know, as with all Division years, a year has multiple seasons, so Season 1 isn't going to have every single thing that we've heard about. I know everyone is hoping, like, Incursion, Crossplay, DLC, all coming in Season 1. We'll see. I wouldn't be so sure. But hopefully it's got some good stuff, you know? I need to make sure I'm standing in Brooklyn Heights when I complete this. Which I think we are, right? Okay, we should be. Where's this last ad? There you are.
Incoming hostiles detected. Access key detected. Hostile control point.
Oh yeah, here's the
identified.
zone border. Back over here. Nice, got that done. Open world back in DC. Alright, we'll go back there. Might as well farm the easy exotics up. Like I said, I'm running kind of low on exotic components. And we can keep getting stars if we complete the journey to spend for the global event. You should draw more PvP content. I plan to once they fix it up a little bit. Currently PvP is in a pretty rough state, so I'm waiting for the new lead PvP designer to make some balancing changes and do some other stuff so that I can enjoy it myself more, which is kind of a prerequisite that I have for wanting to make content on something. Dutch, thank you. I'm swapping masks back because I really do like the larger hood more. So we'll rock it like this. When does survival drop? We don't have a confirmed date, unfortunately. Confirmed date or timeline. Okay, do an activity around the White House. We do need... Okay, let's do this bounty, because True Sons are getting close to... Wait, does bounty count for, Prio Objective Open World? I would hope so. Gotta go, but have you considered replaying Gears? I don't know. Not particularly, I wouldn't say. The only one I ever played was Gears 3, I believe. Wait, what? I didn't mean to cancel my thing. The only one I ever really played through was Gears 3. And I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed them back at the time, but I think I'm very spoiled by Division. Like, I remember Gears feeling a little bit clunky even back then, and I would imagine that I would feel even more so now that I'm really ingrained in Division stuff. So crossplay is confirmed for the next season? No. All we know is that it is coming sometime during year 8. Year 8 begins with this next season, but then it will run for, you know, as the name suggests, a year. So sometime in the next 12 months we're getting crossplay. That's all we know. I had a number of comments of people being like, well, my Google AI told me that it's coming next season. And I'm like, really? I didn't know that Google AI was the developers. So I think there's a lot of misinformation going around about that.
That's your target.
Not another bomb, please.
Detected.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that the anti-cheat update is effective as well. We need it.
Target down. Good job.
These guys don't stand a chance. I'm so glad you like those videos, Icy. I would love to continue it. By the way, Machine Gun, thank you very much for another super chat. Go buy yourself a Starbucks coffee for tomorrow. Yeah, at 7 a.m. Up covering the dev stream. I will indeed. Again, I really appreciate all of the support today, Machine Gun. That's very kind of you. It all goes right back into making the channel what it is and continuing doing what I do. So thank you very much. Icy, I would love to continue the DZ series, and I intend to. Same answer as when someone asked about PvP content a few minutes ago. I'm just waiting for them to do some updates to DZ and PvP. The last few times I tried to make a DZ farming video, just the balancing woes of that content currently really reared their head and made it hard to come up with good content. So I'm waiting for PvP to get fixed up a little bit, and then I fully intend to dive back more into that kind of stuff.
That's your target.
First time here. Thanks for playing the Division from the 80s. How's it going? I appreciate you stopping by. How you doing? What time is the dev stream? It is at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. Hopefully you can convert that to whatever time zone you may need.
Target neutralized. Good work.
Okay, that did count for the project. That's good.
That's another one down. Good job, Agent.
Did it turn off my... Oh, no. We do have the global event on. That's good. That's good. That's good. Forgot to mention I finally reached expertise 30, but they still got to remove the system from the dark zone. Yeah. Hopefully. I mean, that's, again, like, I get comments of people saying, well, they shouldn't do that because it'll invalidate, you know, prior grind. It's not even, the expertise dark zone conversation isn't even just about fairness in terms of, like, how much time you've put into things. It's that it skews the TTK in an unhealthy way because you can't get, even if you have 30 expertise weapons and 30 expertise in all your armor, those two things are not equal. Expertise on weapons is so much more valuable because you're getting direct base damage upgrades, whereas the armor on the armor bonus on armor pieces doesn't give you as much survivability. So you're making the TTK faster and even more imbalanced by having expertise present. It's just really, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Yes, forward I am. If you type in !Twitch on YouTube, it'll get you a link if you want to hop on over there. Did that say retail ready? No, we have a tiny little bit more. Is there a little True Sun activity I can do? Yeah, let's get these guys. Yeah, I mean, it's tough, Alpha. Like, I understand that argument. In a looter shooter, you ideally don't want to have your farming time be invalidated when you go and play a certain piece of content. It honestly should have just been better thought out from the beginning. But if your options are respect people's time, keep the imbalance, or remove that one aspect from PvP and get so much, ideally so much balanced benefit from it, I think I know my answer at the very least, you know. Where are they popping up from? There. Okay.
Agent, hostiles are moving into West End.
Jump into this. We need to take out... Is it 3 kill squads? 1 kill squad? I don't remember. Oh, wait. Mission. Oh, that's my only option. Okay, we can do that. Oh, Lincoln Memorial. Easy. Easy, easy, easy.
Time is of the essence, Agent.
I bought your OG Roguild shirt, the blue short sleeve one. Oh, I hope you like it, JMR. Are you talking about like the very original one with the old logo? I do, I did love that design. Thank you very much for doing that. I hope you like it. Hope it served you well. Oh, goodness. Don't. Oh! Well. That was something. Good thing I hadn't gotten to the control point yet. It's alright, I just wanted to put a little bit of time pressure on myself. Shave the clock off a bit. Gonna get the sweatshirt next, that looks sick. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the one that matches the in-game hoodie look is pretty cool. I wear it pretty frequently. The other one with the updated Roguild logo is a bit thicker, so keep that in mind. It's maybe not the best summer item, depending on where you live. But yeah, the one with the in-game avatar on it is pretty cool. Regardless, thank you for supporting in that way and buying the merch. I appreciate it. Now, how did you just conveniently know to run away from that as I was about to throw it? Won the lottery. In the last 15 minutes, DeMarsh's won the lottery. It's incredible. Yeah, the way retaliation respawning works, I agree it's confusing. It probably needs some better UI or clarification or something, but if you're within the bounds of a control point, what's the boundary, I guess is a better word, you don't get to respawn, you're done. Whereas if you're just out in between traversing, you do get to respawn. I'm not sure why they did it that way. They should probably, well, they should probably just allow respawns either way. Because you still have to redo the wave, like the enemies will respawn. So So I'm not sure why they have it that you're done if you die at a control point, but that is how it's set up. Dry bread, it's the cage mask. I took it off because it didn't look great with this hoodie, but this one right here, which is one of my favorites. Your DZ PvP guides have helped so much. New DZ is tough. Yeah, definitely with expertise and everything, it can be pretty tough, but I'm glad the guides have helped out. Thank you for saying that. And Defend, what's up? Welcome. What time is the dev stream tomorrow? 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. Just started playing last week. Glad to catch the streamer videos. Have been a great resource. Keep up the great work. Ivander? I hope I'm saying that right. If not, feel free to correct me. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that the videos have helped. Hope you're enjoying your time at the game. Happy to have you here. John Boy, what's up? Curious about this game. Is it a crazy grind fest? Well, I mean, it is a looter shooter, and looters always have a degree of grind with them. I don't think I'm being unfair or biased in saying that Division has a little bit less grind compared to some competitors. It has a targeted loot feature where in the end game you can specifically go after the pieces you want. There's a lot of catch-up mechanics and events that give you a ton of progression, so there is grind, but I think in the looter-shooter landscape it's not as bad as some other ones are. But I could have a skewed perspective as a veteran, so anyone else can feel free to jump in the chat with their perspective on that.
Watch out. There's a kill squad in the area.
There we got our kill squad. Where are they? Oh, there they are.
Kill squad eliminated.
Recently came back with a fresh account. What's up, Scorches? Is Countdown the best way to farm St. Elmo's or priority objectives? Run over 24 countdowns and haven't been lucky. The best way is actually going to be if you go and do Retaliation, which is the game mode I'm playing right now. You have the same option to select your own targeted loot, so you can select assault rifles and have a chance for it to drop there. But Retaliation also gives you exotic blueprints. And so I think someone can correct me, but I'm pretty sure St. Elmo's is tied to True Sons ones, which is what I'm doing right now. You'll have a chance to get its blueprint by playing True Sons ones. And then you can just bypass RNG entirely and craft it at the base. So Retaliations are technically the best way to go for exotics. While also layering, yes, priority objectives if you're able to. That's a great way to do it too. J-Rod, thank you so much for the 10. That's very kind. Said thank you for all you do, Rogue. You're the GOAT. That's very nice of you to say. J-Rod, thank you very much for going out of your way and supporting. I'm not the GOAT. I'm simply a subpar player, as everyone saw when we ran Manning Zoo. Is stealth a viable option for PvP? You can lean into stealth builds, but you have to fight people at some point, you know? You can't really get, like, stealth kills, if that's what you're ultimately getting at. Division 2 is only grinding when the game knows you're trying to get something. Yeah. If you go around and pretend like you don't need anything, then it'll get you everything you want. Oh, Keith, is it greed right now? Yeah, Descent having these active, I still don't know if that's like intended, but it is a pretty wild bonus that they give it. Yeah, Scourge, so you can't trigger it as consistently as Countdown, but you do have a daily project. So I actually haven't done mine. There's a daily project once a day that gets you a 100% retaliation ready to go. So if I just went and did one hyena control point, I could do that. After that, yes, you do have to work a little bit at it, but it's not too bad. If you do like 1 or 2 control points or a bounty or throw in a propaganda broadcast in there, like you can get to 100% pretty quick. But if you don't want to go through that effort and you just want to spam something over and over like Countdown, Countdown is not a bad way in any way to go about getting an exotic. You just don't have that same blueprint opportunity that Retaliation has. But you'll have the same world drop chance as you do in Retaliation. But yeah, priority objectives are the one kind of underrated way that a lot of people, I think, don't put enough emphasis on. As long as you're doing priority objectives in the background for exotic drops, then you're doing it right. Yes, I'm happy to show the build as soon as we get this last control point done. But it's just tipping scales with Overdogs and Equalizer and the Big Owl. And we have Ambush and Redline Overdrive active right now, which is greatly boosting my damage. Nubby, this is the 10 More Years hoodie. And yes, it comes from the anniversary crates. Who is that? I can't see. Oh, they're above me. Yes, Matt. It gives you, I think, 25% mag size. Someone can correct me if that's not right, but it's somewhere around that. On my red bumper, I've got the decoy skill, which is exclusive to the Warlords of New York expansion. If you don't own that, you have to get that and play through it to unlock it.
Assistance needed. Heavily armored hostile detected.
There we go. I'm gonna rush up and get the chest. Sorry, I was not looking at chat for a second there. As soon as we load out of here, I will show everyone the build. Anniversary crates you can get from the pass, the current season pass on the free track. You don't have to pay anything, or from the seasonal journey. Those are the two ways. Yes, I see I'm on Xbox.
You secured the area. Thank you, Agent.
Gavin, it's definitely strong. I love measured assembly. I think the fact that it can overcharge is an underrated aspect of it. I mean, Future is like the more tailored, dedicated healer set and build, but measured offers its own benefits with the fact that you can absorb the explosions and do all the other cool stuff, so I think it's totally viable. Alright, this is the build, for all wondering. So 4 pieces of the tipping scales gear set here. You want to have the backpack as it gives you more damage per stack, which is really good. I'm running the Overdog's exotic gloves, just because they provide so much amplified damage. Some people don't love these though. You could also run the Exodus gloves, if you want more survivability and self-sustain. Or you could run the Contractor's high-end gloves, for good LMG synergy. I have the Equalizer named chest piece for perfect obliterate and extra rate of fire. That's really good. And then the Big Alejandro exotic LMG, which you can get for free right now on the reward track for this anniversary update at tier 46. It's really, really strong. You get extra damage when you fire from cover. That is the build. Dutch, both of those two are in the general loot pool, so if you just targeted gloves or marksman rifle content, it has a chance to drop. Again, retaliations are going to be the best way to go about getting any exotic you don't have, because you also have a chance to get its blueprint. Which I can go and show people, because I know I've been talking about it a lot. You can check where specifically in retaliation to go by going to the crafting bench, which I can do as soon as I load in. If you go to the crafting bench and you go down to exotics, these are all of the available blueprints from retaliation, and if there are any that you don't have unlocked, I have them all, so I can't show you. But it will say on the right side, it'll say unlocked from like defeating hyena kill squads in a retaliation, or unlocked by successfully completing an outcast retaliation. So that'll tell you which specific one to target in there. Would you use the same build for PvP? No. This is not well tailored for PvP at all. Shure, I actually have a video that goes over exactly that. I cover all of my main and recommended builds for every year. So if you type in !build in the chat, it will link you directly to that video where I go over for both PvE and PvP. Should be much more well presented and concise than I could do for you right here. But yeah, both on YouTube and Twitch, the !build command will link you straight to that video if anybody wants it. Nice, 4 more components. Yeah, not a problem. And if you have any remaining questions after looking through it, feel free to comment or come back to the live and ask or whatever. Where are we at on the journey? We did Kill Squad. We need Countdown, Summit, or Complete Invaded Stronghold. If I could get a Countdown one, that'd be good. Oh, let's do Lincoln. That'll give me a free exotic. That's pretty good. Speedrun Lincoln real quick.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons' forces. If they maintain this outpost, the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate.
Trey, thank you very much as always for jumping in, man. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Hello, hello. Oh, direct hit from a rocket launcher. That always feels good.
One of ours is dead.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
No, that can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's people to maintain the perimeter.
I don't know now, Lucas. Demarche, did you promote not Lucas to a mod? Seems fine by me. Oh, I saw you responding to people, had to make it official. Well, there you go. Now, Lucas, with great power comes great responsibility. Use it wisely. I'm kidding. Now we have 2 Lucases that are mods. Fantastic.
Damn it. The True Sons have turned the memorial into a base. There's an area beneath you with increased security. Isaac can't access data on this location.
I'm getting 310 rounds in my mag from the current Redline Overdrive event that's active. It gets you extra mag size on any weapon you're using. Ace, there is no visual indicator for overdogs. You kind of have, because of how strong it is, they make you kind of seek out the right targets. So you have to kind of memorize the list on the talent description and then just target those proper enemies while you're in combat. But you'll see that you're getting the bonus damage when you do.
Let the True Sons escape with those. You've got to find a way to close up that tunnel.
TMG, for the most part, the one area that Countdown is still like superior in is named items. If you really need a particular named item that's within the PvE pool, then Countdown just gets you so many because you're fighting those hunters. For most other cases, Retaliation tends to be the better way to go. Also, with Countdown, obviously you can run right into the next one. You don't have to like queue it up like you do for Retaliations. But yeah, if you need blueprints, if you need exotics, or if you just want good loot, Retaliation is a really good way to go. But each of them still do have their own benefits, if you will. It won't be they got Alex. It'll be they got Lucas, exactly. If one of them is down, we'll know. But yeah, now Lucas, thank you very much for participating so heavily in the streams and being involved. So you're more than welcome to the mod team here. Demarche is like, we can use the help. Dang, ran exactly where I couldn't see them.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
1 second. So since we do so much damage with the event, should I just be farming Heroic Countdown now? Do keep in mind that global events do not apply within Countdown. So you'll get the effects of the red line overdrive there, but not ambush. So if you want to farm global event stars or take advantage of that, then you're going to want to play Retaliation.
Good work. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial. If you hadn't stopped them, I know they would have used those weapons on us, and we would have ended up like Castle. I can't tell you how relieved I am to have you on our side. Thank you.
That was Heroic that I just did.
Today, we dealt a great blow.
But I was doing it just because that was an easy priority objective to get done. What do we need? We need to do a countdown run, right?
You should be proud. You saved a lot of lives today.
Yeah, to get 10 stars. Let's do that real quick. We're going to do a Heroic Countdown run.
You have received an invite to another agent's group. You have joined a group.
Go back to the base. As always, folks, I really appreciate everybody hanging out today. I know we've been kind of just doing more random stuff, but we're grinding out stars. We'll do this next, get done with the journey. How many am I at? 44, pretty good.
Priority objective available, Agent.
How do you have your items as columns like that? I see when you go into your inventory, like if you're sitting right here, you can see at the bottom there's a button for options. When you open up this menu on the left side, you can choose between list, which is the default, or grid, which lays it out like that. That's how I'm doing it. First time on a live, but I enjoy your content. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Bill.
Stop talking to yourself. Other people are gonna think you're
I appreciate the kind words. Thank you for jumping in. People keep dropping out of this one.
This dude comes in here the other day, wearing cargo shorts and socks and sandals and a fucking hockey mask. And I'm like, this is a dude I do not want.
Death Mobster's back in.
Totally fun to invite him to join my
Yeah, if anyone wants to do Heroic Countdown, looks like this is the this is the only lobby going. In the meantime, drink water. Good advice. Should I be earning stars for the anniversary event from the current journey? Or is it just for ambush event now? I guess I'm not 100% sure what you mean, Shaq. You can earn stars from both. You can earn it from playing ambush and doing the specific challenges that ambush has, or you can get stars from the journey. Like, both are a viable way to go about it, if that makes sense. There we go. Loading in.
Communication relay offline.
The True Sons have triggered a lockdown of the plant. They've been taking over infrastructure to lend
Do the stars from the
legitimacy
journey
to
count
cause.
towards the ambush event as
If
well?
they
Yes,
control
yes they
power,
do.
They control this region.
Do you think Resurgence will have a
We need to
healthy
find a
player
way to
base in
relieve
terms
the
of
pressure
numbers?
and fix the
Honestly,
reactor's
test
cooling.
account, I don't know. I've had a very similar
Reactor
curiosity
unstable.
myself.
Emergency lockdown protocols.
Because it's hard to get those kinds of games to really pop off. Like, when they do, they're incredibly lucrative, you know, for the people making them in terms of revenue and all that. But Destiny Rising is kind of a very similar proposition of game that came out in the last 6 months, and I think they've kind of struggled to find an audience there. So I hope Resurgence does well. I think from what I've seen and played, it's a very well-made game that has its own endgame, some really cool new innovative features and all that stuff. But I don't know how it's going to be received. I really don't. Where do you get that backpack apparel? It is from the store. It's a paid-only skin. Currently, it's not available, but if you ever see the Death Roll bundle rotate back in, that's what it's a part of.
System malfunctioning.
What's up, Leonardo? How you doing, man? We've just been chilling, nothing too crazy today. Getting excited for the dev stream tomorrow that was announced.
An agent needs assistance.
Hello? Oh.
System reactivated. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Easy Rider, how's it going as well? Just logged in to see what's going on. Yeah, we're just farming the global event for more stars. But everything's chill. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm sorry, Akito. I think I completely missed it. I want my snow. In real life or in the game? In the game, we still gotta wait a little while, he thinks. Finally got the quick step, feel like a snail compared to everyone else. Well, congrats. Welcome to the speed club, as you will. Division 2. Yeah, that was my guess. But, all right, Demarge, have a good one, man. As always, thank you for everything that you do to make things run smoothly over there. Take care. See you soon.
High-risk target approaching.
What do you think is better with tipping scales, Big Al or blue screen? I think Big Al, personally. But I know many people have really enjoyed the tipping scales blue screen combo, so largely it's probably personal preference. I think if I want to lean into the blue screen and really do that crowd control, I like negotiators more because you can spread it around more effectively.
Area secure.
Whereas tipping scales is so good for damage that I prefer to use it with Big Al because the two just synergize together really well. But that is just me. Is there a PTS coming out for Division 3 or something I heard? Division 3, we know nothing about. We're still likely many years away from that releasing or having any beta tests or anything like that. We have a PTS coming for the new season of Division 2. That's coming out. Well, they have a dev stream tomorrow, so it's likely coming at the end of the week. But that's not related to Division 3 at all. Oh my goodness. I still have no alert set up on screen for it. I'm so sorry. But Mr. Pure Prime coming in with the raid of 120 people.
10 minutes to log down.
Thank you so much, sir.
Facility.
Welcome in, everybody. I should have taken a drink of water before this happened. I can feel it in the back of my throat. Welcome in, everybody. Prime, thank you, good sir.
Breach initiated.
Calamity, Leah, Tutok, Afro. How you all doing? How was the stream, Prime? What'd y'all do? I apologize to all the viewers who are going to go from watching a good vibes guy, good at playing Division 2, to me, who just does random things and rambles aimlessly. But thank you for being here nonetheless.
System disrupted.
JMC, what's good, man?
Back online. System malfunctioning. Critical systems exposed.
What do you think about crossplay coming to year 8? I'm excited for it. I hope they have proper implementation with PvP. I mean, we know that you can turn it off at will, so I think that's probably the right safeguard there. I hope that some of the anti-cheat stuff they're proposing before then works well, so that it's more smooth to play with other platforms, notably PC, and not have as much risk. But for the overall community, I think it's going to be a positive thing.
Area secure.
You can head over to the cooling tower.
Again, welcome in, folks. I appreciate your Prime. Appreciate everyone coming over. Air Jimmy, what's up? I haven't played this in so long. Should I start a new character? You don't really have to. I mean, they don't increase the level cap, really, in Div 2 or the gear power, like the power score. So if you have an in-game character from even 3, 4, 5 years ago, you could totally jump back in on that one. You'll have a lot of, as Aikido mentioned, you'll have a lot of progress to catch up on if you do start a new character. But I think you're jumping into the deep end either way, you know?
You're in. I need you to fix that cooling
That's really
tower.
up to you. Why am I running to reactor? That was weird. Let's go to the correct final location spot. Yeah, that is, the Revive Hive with blue screen is indeed a very good little combo that I think not a lot of people take advantage of. But it's strong.
We need to release the pressure in the system. Well, that worked-ish. Now that the pressure is stabilized, we need to shut off that steam.
I'm in a really exposed spot here. I feel like they're about to start shooting me. Maybe not.
Great. Now that's under control. You just need to vent the remaining steam, and you should be good to go.
High-risk target detected. Hostile blinder firefly detected.
Vent this steam, and you're good to go.
Oh, that was a good weak point hit there, whoever did that.
Pressure stabilized. You can cut off that steam.
Look at the carnage. That was something.
Great. Now that's under control. You just need to vent the remaining steam, and you should be good to go.
Ah, the steam took me up. Sad.
Cooling system stabilized.
Thank you, whoever did that.
High-risk hostile. Agent incapacitated.
Good work,
Alright, I think
Agent.
that should
Stay
get
safe.
our
Move to extraction
journey
point.
done. That should have been all three objectives
Shoot
that
off
we
a flare
needed,
when you're ready
hopefully.
For Torres to bring you home.
Yep, perfect. Journey mission complete. Johnny, specializations are an important part of your build, but not the centerpiece. They're not really classes, which I think is how a lot of people initially interpret them. They're just another layer on top of your build. So I would say the rest of your build is more important than the specialization.
Agent, save Roxy. Hunters incoming.
They've made propositions in the past to kind of rework them to be a bit more integral, but that's so far has not come to pass, so.
System restored.
I can't throw a grenade there.
Drone detected.
Oh, back there.
Hostile assault turret detected.
What? That didn't hit him?
An agent needs assistance. Hostile hive detected. System curtailed.
tight. Kilo inbound to your location.
Well, someone called the chopper early.
System restored.
GG's, that was a hell of a run.
Torres is in position.
How's the grinding going? Going pretty good. We just got through our countdown run there. Got our final journey tier done. Doing all the stuff. Does heroic have a higher likelihood of dropping an exotic? in like normal game or open world content, yes. I don't know if that applies to Countdown. Maybe somebody remembers that detail and can fill me in, but I don't remember if Countdown difficulty correlates to exotic drop chance.
Entering safe.
Like I said, I know in like open world and mission content, yes. It's not by much, but a little bit. Blaze on or Blazin, long time no see. Rogue, how you been? I've been doing very good, man. Really can't complain. How are you? All
A
right,
new
claim
agent is
that.
joining your team.
Got all our exotic components, our caches. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hoping the next season has a tank set or tank exotic. That would definitely be interesting. I feel like it's been a little bit since we had a... What was the last one? Like Aegis that focused on tanking? Maybe I'm forgetting one. 57 star. We're 3 stars off from buying a third exotic cache. But none of these are likely to do. Are we close on any of the objectives in here? Oh, the drones one is counting. I need 7 more. Alright, well, I'll get it done eventually. Let's buy 2 exotic caches from the vendor. Then do a grand haul opening here. What do you recommend for a Tempest build? I had one a little while back that I ran and made a video on. I'm trying to remember exactly what was in it because I haven't used it a ton since then. Ooh, look at these exotic drops we're getting, people. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. We have all the components in the world. Tempest build, I think I used Ninja Bike to get, yeah, it was like Ninja Bike and then 3 or 2 of the brand. It gives you the 60% pistol damage. Maybe Pacaro's holster to get a skill tier and an armor core for the shield. But it was high-end based with Ninja Bike. Have like 3 or 4 blue cores with a full shield and then everything else into damage. With pistol brands. That worked out pretty well for me. QNZ, what's good? First time here. Welcome in. I appreciate you coming by. Matt Kane, by the way, thank you, sir, gifting a sub to Jack. Welcome to the club, Jack. Matt, as always, dude, for like the 20th time this stream. Thank you for being so generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There are 4 more components there. What does that take us to? 258. See, I have so much less than other people do. I never did any of the exploits. Icy, let me link it for you. I'll just grab it for you right now. And then I think we are mostly going to wind down the stream there, people. Got most of the stuff done that we needed to. I've got some other things I need to go and tend to for the day. Yeah, Shuri the Eagle Bearer is my favorite exotic item. There you go, Icy. I just threw it in the YouTube chat. That's the video that I did. I haven't used it in a little bit. It's not like my absolute favorite playstyle, but I found it to be work pretty well for the Tempest. During the chaos of the 5-time exotic event, trying to manage my inventory, I actually dismantled my big Alejandro. No! Hey, Keto, that's tragic, man. Are you able to... We don't have a blueprint for it yet, so you just have to go and farm more, farm an anniversary cache. Jeez. Someone asked, where do you spend global event stars in the... Look at how many people are here. Jeez. So you come right here to the social space, you walk up to this vendor, and they have a tab at the top for events vendor. Oh, you can buy legacy season caches here. Well, whoever was asking like 2 hours ago. This is a pretty good way to target system corruption pieces. You unfortunately cannot target farm the quick step or the movement pistol. It's exclusively tied to event drops, which we currently do not have one eligible for that going on. But hopefully they'll bring it back before too long. Alright, people, like I said, I'm probably going to wrap things up there. Thank you for another wonderful stream as always. I appreciate all of the time given, all of the generosity sent in with the gifts and the super chats. Thank you to Prime again for the raid. I hope everybody who came from there enjoyed their time. I'm sorry I couldn't stay on longer. Let's raid someone else, though, to pass the... or continue the generosity on. Let me look at who's in the directory right now. Reminder that we have a dev stream tomorrow at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, where they're going to be unveiling the PTS for Year 8 Season 1. I will not be live to show that. Excuse me, but we will have a recap video out, as always, over on YouTube, in case you're not able to watch it for yourself and you want to see how it goes. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? IKEA's live. We could raid IKEA. Is Livid live? Livid is live as well. Let's raid Livid. Let's do that. She's over playing some Div 1 with the Blackout GE. That's live on there. So if you're on Twitch, stay tuned for that if you want to get sent over to Livid stream. Otherwise, again, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, thank you all so much for the time as always. Appreciate you. And I will see you back tomorrow for hopefully some good news. Goodbye, everybody.